Mom is eating her kids alive, and her newest daughter is watching. Yesterday, normal high school. Today, 8 legs and a death wish.
私は雲に転生したみたいだね。
Of all the reincarnations in all the worlds, she pulled the worst slot. And the nest, imagine a buffet, except you're the buffet.
そんなおつまみ感覚で。
Then Mom looks up and spots dinner number 80. Nope, hard pass. She's out. Day 1 as a spider, and a system menu pops up.
取得しますか？何？スキル？ポイント
？Free skills in her Isekai, she's mashing yes on every prompt.
取得？もちろんイエスで。
First pick, appraisal of the classic light novel cheat code. And the legendary cheat skill returns, absolutely nothing useful. So she pivots and spins up the world's saddest starter home. Then dinner hits, and the only thing on the menu is her own sibling. Something just hit her web. Dinner served, maybe. She leans in to inspect. Bad call. Frog spits acid. Right in her face. Half her vision is gone. Luckier, she's got like 6 more eyes. Turns out pain unlocks skills. This was a sicko. Oyup still gripping the frog, she circles back, furious. Meanwhile, in a place that is very much not a death cave, a fancy admission ceremony kicks off. Polish blurs, hollow applause, 0 spiders. Yeah, that kid, actual prince, as in royalty. Prince, Duke's daughter, prodigies stacked on prodigies, everyone here is built different. And little sis drops the gauntlet on day 1. Iconic. But here's the kicker. Half this room shouldn't even be here. Reincarnated classmates. The spider isn't alone. She just rolled the worst spawn point in the entire world. The grind art kicks in hard. Every kill more skills. She's basically speedrunning her own evolution. Plot twist. Molting fully heals her. Free heal pot, no cooldown. Cocky as hell, she upgrades to interior design. And the second she gets comfortable, humans roll up with torches. Home gone, pillow gone, the starter house dream is literally ash. She crawls out with one rule: get strong enough to never lose a damn thing again. Across the cave, a level 9 monster built like a bus. Math says she loses. She didn't read the map. Web to the face. Gag order, spider style. Now she just has to murder it before it murders her. Boss down. The level menu detonates. Reward screen pops up. Congrats, you're evolving. Meanwhile, back at human school, the gossip mill is full speed. Sue is a ride or die for her big brother, pure fangirl energy. Then the conversation upgrades to a different powerhouse. Apparently the guy's handpicked by a literal deity. But Faye looks rattled, and it's not about heroes. An earth dragon near campus. The kind of pop quiz nobody passes.
バチ？どういうこと？
Evolution buff? Active. Now the bad news. Check the level.
けど、レベル 1？ あれ
Yep, game just snatched her XP and handed her a reset.
スタミナゲージがほぼ空なんですけど
So she goes shopping with skill points.
よし、両方取ります。ポイント使います
Thread control and detection, spider radar online.
おー、すごい糸かなり速く動く
Then the worst possible patrol rolls in. Humans.
敵はそこかーなんつって
Brand new skills, instant field test, pass fail.
いざさらば
She drops into a tunnel hoping for an easy snack.
嫌な予感しかしないんだけど
Three giant snakes already booked the room.
しかも3匹って
She's bug size, they're train size.
謎外かよ
Plan, let them eat each other, slip past the leftovers.
怪獣大戦争
Then the wall behind them stands up.
何なのあれ
Appraisal kicks in. The number ruins her week.
なんじゃこりゃ
Cut to the human kids. School day for the reincarnates.
スー、練習しなくていいのか？
Same grind as the spider, just with desks and homework.
スキルアップスキルアップスキルアップスキルアップ
And Shun, he's been cooking too. Watch this.
あいつ、スキルで秘魔法を取得してたのか。
Then it's field trip day, practical exam live monster.
燃え尽きちまいな！
One fireball and the Canadier is toast. Easy clear.
どうした？
なんか聞こえない
The Shun just drops. The warning. She comes to in a crater. Yes, a literal crater.
生きてるなんて素晴らしいことなんだ
Then she remembers craters usually need a meteor.
クレーターって隕石とかが地面に落ちてできるものでしょ
Surprise, Shu's the meteor. Welcome to the Great Elroe Labyrinth mid-tier floor.
これからどうしよう
Rule 1 of the new neighborhood, never bump into that dragon again.
次会ったら間違いなく死ぬ
So she cashes in points for a shiny new cheat skill.
頼れるのはこのスキル私にできることは身を隠
She blends into the rock and vanishes. Survival mode, engage.
私にできることは身を隠して生きることだけだ
Down here, every bug is on the menu.
このタニシ
Nobody else is eating them. In a dungeon that's a flashing red flag.
そこいら中にいっぱいいるのになんでみんな食べないんだろう
She reads red flag as free XP buffet.
ということでいただきま
Plot twist. They're loaded with acid. She chugs it like a smoothie.
危ないところだった
Agony is just the tutorial. Corrosion resistance. Unlock.
熟練度が一定になりました。スキル、腐食耐性、レベル3になります。
Then she chews through randoms and steals their poison magic. Stack the stats.
お残しはしないという信念が
Then the rest of the family shows up.
ってことは敵討ちのつもりか
Yeah, turns out the monkeys travel in packs. Whoops.
どうしようマジでどうしよ
She does what every munchkin does. Open the poison menu. They keep coming. She keeps tanking, hits a spider. This small should not survive.
う痛い痛い
And right in the middle of the war, the system pops the worst timed prompt of her life. Evolve. Now.
最高のタイミングだけど間に合うか
Spoiler, she does not have time. She meshes yes anyway. Ding, level 10 again. Evolution menu's open. Small poison turret deck. Bigger, meaner. Bite now comes pre-marinated.
おー進化してる
She cracks the skill tree open and goes window shopping.
傲慢傲慢
Pride. Sounds tame. It's a flat stat multiplier glued to her soul.
取得しますか？
Then she pokes a skill labeled forbidden. Because of course she does.
あ近畿そういやあったな
Demon King. Multiplies every skill she owns by every skill she owns.
なんだこのヤバいスキル上がっちゃったじゃん
A literal spider just unlocked the broken build the devs forgot to patch. Welcome to the lava zone. Spoiler, the floor is literally lava. Her web is flammable. Everything she owns is flammable. Cool. A catfish, living in magma, just vibing down there. She eats hits she has no business surviving and keeps swinging back. Free skill upgrade mid-brawl. Yoink, she'll take it. Then she does the unthinkable. Drops the lava catfish and snacks on the corpse. Back at the academy, Faye's been hiding a flex.
でかくなってるな。
進化してるのよ。
She let Shun appraise her, and the numbers are ridiculous.
平均ステータス700超え。
700 at her age shouldn't even be possible.
このまま進化していけば1000超えるかもね。
And Shun, he's basically the campus golden boy now.
兄様はこの学園の英雄。
Then the Saint Urin slides in with a very loaded favor.
シュン君はスキルをいっぱい取ってるんでしょ？
She wants him to rat out anyone holding a forbidden skill.
シュン君がそんなこと言っちゃダメ。
New skill, new boss, convenient.
これって予見の能力？
Prediction works. The eel works better.
予見使って避けるのもギリだし。
She's dodging on pure instinct now.
範囲攻撃まであるのか。
Mid-fight, the skill rings up on its own.
スキル熟練度レベル
She lands the kill. Stats don't move.
倒し損なだ。
She drains the rest, things level 10, and evolves into Zoa Ellie. Then something weird boots up in her skull. A second voice, also her, clicks online.
お、頭の中に自分の声が響いてくるぞ。
One brain, two Kumokos, zero personal space.
私はお前で、お前は私さ。何をおっしゃっているかまるでわからないんだが。
Off to a great start with herself.
自分ながら頭が悪いな。
They cut a deal. One runs the body, one runs the info.
完全に別の意思で違うことを思考できるんだぞ。
Congrats, she's now a two-person startup in a spider suit.
お前も私ならその言葉ブーメランだからね。
Meanwhile, big brother Julius is out actually being a hero.
クレータータラテクト
Yeah, a giant murder spider plus a nightmare vestige stuck to the ceiling. Tuesday.
僕がクレーターを倒す
Julius soul tanks the bigger one like it's a tutorial mob.
天井だろうとスピードに衰えなしっすか
So they bait it, lock it, and Julius drops the hammer.
みんなどいてくれはいよ
One clean kill. The hero is just built different.
お疲れ様です
But back in the palace, little brother number 2 is plotting in silence. The whole world he decides belongs to him.
俺は帝国の王子だぞ
Another level up, another menu of broken skills to grab.
呪いの手がお願いしま
Cursed eye beam. Of course she picks that.
す。じゃがゲットしました。
こうなるとあれだね。早く試したいね、じゃが。
Naturally, she needs a test dummy right now.
よしじゃ探知進化したカエル発見。
Sorry, fraud. Wrong day to exist.
発動せよ。じゃがおお死んだ。
Then wisdom slots in, and the whole game shows its hand. Turns out somebody upstairs is running this entire world. Cut to Natsum. Still the worst guy in class.
まさに俺のためだけにあるような世界じゃねえか
Reincarnation fully cooked Zuko.
とっととくたばれ
Shun isn't buying the supervillain act.
こんなことしてただで済むと思ってるのか。
何しても許されるに決まってんだろ
Sanoka walks in, like a teacher who's seen enough.
てめおか
Wind magic, but the real spell is humility.
ステータスが下がってる。
Stats gone, skills gone, back to 0. Back at the academy, the body count keeps climbing.
わけわかんねえよ。
カティア、
Classmates they grew up with just gone.
手が出せないってのはどういう状態なんですか。
Nobody can explain it. Nobody's allowed to.
どうして？言えません。
Meanwhile, Natsume's still picking himself up the floor. Powerless, stripped, humiliated.
夏目に行ってくださいよ。
Then a stranger walks in, someone who used to be Yushimi.
何言ってる正気か
And just like that, Natsume signs up for revenge. Meanwhile, back in Himaland, Wakaba's class drags her on a school outing.
今日の授業は校外学習です
She is having an awful time.
ほらどけどけここはサッカーで使うぜ
Then the mean girl trio spots the easy target.
協調性ないよね
Wakaba is not even on the same continent mentally.
なんだよ炭酸入りコーヒーって
She just discovered soda exists and her whole brain is locked on the physics.
うわーなんだこれ
One experiment and one self-ignition later, she unlocks wisdom and starts speedrunning magic like she was born holding a spellbook. Then a wounded fire dragon crashes the party looking for something to take its rage out on.
超一種の狩る
Yeah, that's the matchup she did not want to roll.
なぜ私がこんな目に
And this thing isn't dumb. It starts torching her web supports one by one.
スピードは私以上
Every safe spot turns to ash before she can land on it. She's cornered, scorched, and running out of footing.
あれもこれもダメってくっそ
But cornered spider equals dangerous spider. She's not going quiet.
当たりで殺されるなんてごめんな
1 HP should be over. It is not.
1忍耐を発動させて持ちこたえてるけど
She's lost pride, the skill that literally scales with attitude.
私は高慢の支配
Then she runs the dumbest trick in her kit.
剣読んで字のごとく夢幻
The dragon answers with a literal Hellgate apocalypse spell.
経験せよ地獄門
She walks through it like it owes her rent.
マジかいあれすら耐えるか
Dragon drops, notification Dragon Slayer title acquired. Then a voice with no body slides into her skull, call it D. Before he marches out, Julius gets one quiet moment with family.
シュンひょっとしてあれ
The dragon next to him is his little sister Faye, all grown up.
そうかシュンを守ってくれてありがとう
The scarf around his neck. Their mother knit it.
そのマフラーは母様の形見なんですよね
Then comes the promise.
死ぬまでね兄様絶対ですよ
Far away, the Demon King calls it the war starts now, and the Euro title quietly passes to his little brother Shlain, which only happens one way. Julius isn't coming back. Cooling off in the lava zone, the spider finally runs the math in this whole reincarnation mess.
なら管理者ってことになるよね
Right, D isn't a friend, D is HR for the entire universe.
おまけにスマホ出たしつまり日本の影が見える
Cosmic admin with a Japan obsession. Yeah, D is one of them.
考えても仕方ない
Fair. Sitting in magma philosophizing won't grind a single level.
すなわちこの中層を抜け出すのだ空間魔法
Space magic. The same skill the black armor guy used to one-shot her in the labyrinth.
空間魔法取ったら上層とかあっという間にいけんじゃない
Then a notification chimes in Shlan's head.
お前が勇者の称号を
Brave Hero, a title that only transfers when the last one is gone.
ユリウス兄様が
His brother, the kindest man in this world, just gone.
シュレインが勇者の称号を得たということはユリウスが死んだということだろう
And no one gets a minute to grieve. The front is already collapsing.
クソリオン砦
あの大要塞がか
Four of the 8 fortresses gone. The demon army is halfway across the map.
我らは王族
Schlein swallows it down. Julius's dream is his to carry now. Meanwhile, an actual army rolls up to put her down.
それを討伐しろと言うんじゃろ
Confident, cute.
大船に乗ったつもりでおれ
Their best swings bounce off her threads like wet noodles.
切れぬか
Then she seals the exit. Now it's a farm.
逃げ道を塞がれた
Ronan, the kingdom's top mage, finally peeks at her stats.
この凄まじいまでのステータス
Yeah, that's not a number you survive. She's just grinding XP for her next evolution.
なんと素晴らしい
Then her forbidden skill maxes out, and the world's entire history dumps straight into her skull. The system, the administrators, the rock, she sees all of it. Bottom line, this world is on a timer, and the timer is almost out.
崩壊する世界と心中なんてごめんだ
So sitting around eating buds is officially off the table.
なんとかしないとそうだそうだ
She needs a massive XP spike, and she needs it now. Her solution? Pick the biggest monster in the labyrinth.
地流あらば
Yeah, the dragon that made her run screaming last time. That one. Back at the elf refuge, Kieran's finally reaches Shun.
どうやら待たせたようだな。
He can barely meet Shuum's eyes.
本当なら生き残るのは俺じゃなくてユリウスのはずだったんだ。
Then he holds out the only thing he could bring back.
兄様の
Shun has to hear it from him directly.
聞かせてください。兄様の最後。
ただただ白い少女だった。
腐食攻撃。
One hit, no body, just dust and a scar. Prep mode. She picks her boss arena like she's reading the strategy guide.
アラバとの決着をつけた後だ
She tags the sleeping dragon. Doesn't wake it yet. Then comes the training arc nobody asked for.
アイターンフライ空手取りを一発や
Spider Judo's now canon. You're welcome.
反則だ
Loadout locked. Then she scouts the Ruden.
あれだすかでかいな
Wrong nest. Wrong day. Wrong spider.
面倒だから一気に吹き飛ばすよ
She's been prepping this battlefield for days.
さてどうするかね
Prep play. Sloth. The skill that drains energy you can never get back.
いらっしゃいませお待ちしておりました
The Earth Dragon strolls in like it owns the place.
それは読み通り
Every second, Araba bleeds out. No heal. No rest.
チートだよチート
An apex predator dying from a status effect.
捕獲完了
Araba extinct. The labyrinth cleared. After years stuck underground, she finally punches through to the surface. Sky, sun, wind. She's never been this hyped in her life.
いや私は愛らしいクモちゃんだよ
The locals do not share the vibe. Yeah, a man-sized spider begging for candy will do that.
まだ何戻れだって
Mother pings her skull with a clan-wide domination order. Get back in the dungeon.
私に命令は聞かん
Tiny problem for Mother. Her heresy resistance is maxed. Mind control just slides right off.
そんな無茶ぶりは断固拒否
Mother decides she's had enough, sends a whole spider army to drag her daughter home.
待っていたよブラザーたち
Yeah, she knew they were coming. Whole kill zone was set up hours ago.
罠は一つだけじゃないのだ
Then the Archchar tech rolls in. Mother's elite, twice her size.
危ないところだった
So she pulls the move nobody saw coming.
空間魔法範囲転移
Drops the entire fight straight into the lava zone.
高熱のマグマに落ちてしまえ
Archchar tech cooked. Family reunion cancelled. Meanwhile, Shun's group finally reaches the elf village.
エルフの族長ポティマスだ。
The elf chief himself, polite, ancient, and bringing terrible news.
エルフの皆様もご存知の通り、現在人族と魔族の戦争が勃発しております。
So much for safe haven. The continent's already on fire.
よーお二人さん。
And right on cue, the worst possible cameo.
ヒューゴあなた学園を去ったはずじゃ
Yep, school bully Hugo just strolled into a war meeting.
何でしょうか
勇者となったからにはこれ。
He's not here to catch up. He's here to call in a favor. Meanwhile, way across the map, a noble carriage gets jumped.
馬車を守れ。
ドアの前を固めろ
And these bandits are not here for the gold.
いいぞイケメン
Then Faye drops in and goes full apex predator.
はいお掃除完了
She checks inside the carriage and finds tiny cargo.
あれ赤ん坊いんの
Two names. In this world, that means one thing.
あれまさか転生者
same hour, different city, Shun gets pulled away. Urgent, he finds his father dead, and someone's already framing him for it. Shun stands over his father's body. His little sister Sue is right beside it.
気づいちゃった
She did it. The framing, the killing, all of it was her.
そうよ、俺の仕業だ
Shun can't accept what he's hearing. He just wants it undone.
スーを元に戻せ
Kadia steps in front of him to shield him. Kadia drops, no last words. Just gone. Sophia goes quiet, then she locks onto Padma.
こいつは俺の獲物だ
The man who engineered all of this dies under her fangs.
シュン今のうちだ行くぞ
A dragon slams down beside them. It's fate. She carries what's left of the group out. Mother finally snaps and slams the door on her own kid's brain.
なんかマザーが妨害してるっぽいよ
One half of her is trapped. The other half is outside, blissfully clueless.
一気に本体を攻め落とすつもりなんだどうしようもできないよ
Meanwhile, the other Kumoko is picking a snack. Worst timing in the history of timing.
さてと今日は何を食べようかな最後は主に
Then the vibe changes. Mom's out, mom's hunting.
化け物アラブの5倍くらいあるんですけど
So she levels up so hard reality bends. Meet Zana Halawa. Back at the elf village, Shun gets the worst possible update.
教会すら手中に収めたユーゴ王子は
Hugo, the guy Shun just barely escaped, now runs the world's biggest religion.
世界を掌握しつつあると言ってもいい
And he isn't stopping there.
ユーゴ君は軍を率いてエルフの里へ侵攻を始めたようです
Shun's group has exactly one plague get there first.
それじゃあ先回りしてユーゴを迎え撃ちましょう
Catch, the shortcut goes straight through hell.
エルロー大迷宮を通らなければいけない
Yeah, that labyrinth. The one the spider just clawed her way out of.
行くしかないみたいですわね
Two evolutions in, Kumoko hits the skill menu jackpot.
欲しいいいの
Immortality, as in she literally cannot die anymore.
究極のチートスキルじゃないっすか
Mother spent the last arc hunting her. Now, couldn't kill her if she tried.
これでマザーにも勝つ
And the bonus prize, Conqueror, a fear aura that paralyzes everything weaker than her.
でさらに恐怖
Mid celebration, a voice bones directly into her skull.
もしもし D です
It's Dee, the administrator running this world, and she casually drops the bomb. That classroom explosion that killed Kumoko and her classmates? That was the entry ticket.
あなたは世界で唯一のユニークモンスターになりました
Back at the academy, Shun's crew is plotting their next move.
風ながら大陸ですか
Yeah, the death maze. They're actually doing this.
俺が案内してやるぞ
びっくりでしょ
Meanwhile, the spider's day is about to nosedive. A water dragon jumps her, in water, her worst element. She drowns it anyway, because of course she does. Then she rounds a corner and just locks up. Standing right there, the actual Demon King, Ariel.
今度は何ですか
Kumoko's whole brain instantly blue screens. Sean's group plunges into the labyrinth, Kumoko's old hunting ground.
おっさん早く進もう
Spoiler, down here, dawdling gets you eaten.
神話級の魔物を指す言葉でしたね
Then the tunnel shakes. An earth dragon, fresh from its nap, says hi.
それ本当に魔物なんですか
Yes, very. And it would like a snack.
それでもやらなきゃならないんです
They burn through MP just to limp past it, and the labyrinth isn't done.
先生
うなされていたようですが
Nightmare vestiges crawl out of the dark, feeding on fear straight from their heads.
迷宮病か
They claw upward, battered and shaking, and finally taste open sky on the continent. Old memories start leaking through her head.
なんでリホコの夢なんて
Turns out her past life is more shattered than her current lives. So she does the only sane spider thing, eat the whole soul into a new body. Soul transfer, casual Tuesday. Except something else is already squatting inside her.
私の攻撃を食らってもなお生きてるってことはその上私の中にまで入り込むなんて
A rogue enemy crawled into her spirit, in her house.
なんてずうずうしい。排除できない。
The Munchkin Queen locked in a knife fight inside her own head. After the soul swap mess, she has a body again, and she is living for it. First priority, obviously, snacks.
町だ。あの町で食べ物もらえないかな。
Then, she clocks a very familiar carriage rolling through.
吸血鬼が乗ってたやつだ。
Bandits jump it. She does what she does.
まさか魔物に助けられるとは。
2 for 2 on saving the vampire baby. She should start charging.
ねえ。ソフィアとはこの世界での新しい名前だ。
She caps the whole detour by healing a dying village kid like it's nothing. Spider's Bandit Extermination Week is officially open.
パチ。さて、今日も張り切ってこう。
She's treating this like a morning jog with snacks.
盗賊をザクザクザクザク狩ろう。
Next batch is weird though. She catches them mid-prayer.
で、また祈ってる。
Spider doesn't care which god they're whispering to.
何にせよ買っちゃうけどね。
Turns out they're not bandits at all. Religious infiltrators in costume.
密着盗賊に扮した暴国のスパイたち。
And far away, Potamus finally clocks who's been clearing them out.
アリエルの眷属か。
Shun's group finally makes it to the place that's supposed to save them.
ここがエルフの里への入り口ってわけか。
First base inside Potamus, the guy literally everyone warned them about.
ポティモス。
まさか。
Then the war update lands, and it's somehow worse.
数は
およそ8万。
8万？そんな数を魔族との戦争中に？
Meanwhile, back in the labyrinth, the spider's still working on dinner, the queen's heretic. The thing that nearly ended her. Also, Mom, she eats every last bite.
あれが転生者の保護区域です。
その3人は新たな犠牲者ですか？
Reunion vibes? Nope. These kids look like hostages.
で、みんなはこの里へはどうやって？
Turns out the elf's safe house is more cage than couch.
さらわれた？それぞれ状況は違うけど、親に金で売られたとか。
Yeah, sold by their own parents. Welcome to the rescue kids.
エルフは外部の情報は教えてくれないのか？
Zero news, zero contact, and a side of mind games.
ユイカが洗脳されちゃってるみたい。
Then the conversation snaps to the kid with the white hair.
ソフィアです。
ソフィア。
And here's the kicker. The spider didn't wander into Sophia's life. Ariel sent her,
抜け目ないな。
何？アリエル？
out of nowhere. Some empire sends an envoy to collect her like she's lost property.
貴様が迷宮の悪夢か。
Yeah, man. Also probably stronger than your whole army.
神獣様に失礼だろ。
Kumoko isn't even sure they're talking to her.
まあいい。
虫って多分私のこと？
Then the goon decides to swing first.
虫けらの分際でこの私をないがしろにするなど万死に値する。
He dies in roughly half a second. Congrats, Olds. You just declared war on a literal god. A glowing god materializes to recruit her on the spot.
アリエルって魔王のことだよね。
He thinks she's been picking fights with the demon lord.
てか、襲ってきてんの魔王の方じゃん。
He pivots fast and offers her a job working for the admins.
だが考えてみてはくれないだろうか。
She turns down God like it's LinkedIn spam. Then one of Porky's old goons jumps her for round 2.
こいつ確か、あのおデブちゃんの部下？おやすみ。
Across the world, the teacher opens her student roster. Most names are already crossed off.
いかがなさいましたか。
Reinforcements roll in. Adventurers join the elf defense line.
君たちが国彦と朝香か。
More reincarnates. Finally, allies who actually show up.
もう、私たちだけでやったわけじゃないでしょ。
They get the grand tour of the village's last stand.
これが結界。
One giant magic barrier. The whole defense rides on it, holding.
にしてもすげえな。
Then Oka drops it. Administrators are hunting every reincarnate alive. And Sophia, walking magic kill switch spells near her, just die.
我らの中に内通者がいるとでも。
Yeah, a leak inside the village. The defense just cracked. The barrier is the only thing keeping the Empire out.
他のみんなもチース
Their own classmate, strolling through every ward like they're nothing.
敵っちゃ敵なのかな
The wards drop. Outside, the army doesn't hesitate.
皆さん迎撃準備を
Soldiers pour through the gates like a broken dam.
奴らはもう逃げられない。一人残らず蹂躙しろ。
In the chaos, Oka finds Natsume, the kid who started all of this.
お母ちゃん、嬉しいぜ。
She doesn't argue, she doesn't warn him, she just locks the trap.
私も嬉しいですよ
Two armies, 42,000 soldiers, one spider problem.
なぜこうなったの
Word's already out about who started this.
戦争を始まったみたい
Kumoko's defense? Ironclad denial.
いやてか私悪くなくね
Then she clocks the body count and switches to grind mode.
経験値アップタイムいきま
Self-serve XP buffet. All you can eat.
すレベルアップしてくじゃない
Then the air goes cold, someone teleports in. The Demon King herself, and she wants the spider dead.
ターミネートいや違うよね
Ariel rolls up on an ancient dragon like it's a snack run.
ってことで
クモーニングスタ
Yes, the finisher has a name. No, she's not embarrassed.
終わりじゃそろそろこっちも終わりにするわね
Dragon, cloak. She doesn't stop chewing.
この大きな体きっちり食べなきゃね
Every bite is fuel for the war about to break the world. And then the truth nobody was supposed to hear gets said out loud.
そもそも転生者って何
Across the chaos, Sashun finally has Hugo cornered.
で結局引く気はないのね勝手に酔いしれてなさい
Meanwhile, Ariel and the demon army are marching straight at Patimus, over which Shun, he's finally face to face with a Hugo double.
この世界は俺のものだろ。
But Oka already got at Hugo's stats. He's swinging like a toddler.
全然聞いてなくない
この世界はお前のものなんかじゃない。
Then Chilia drops the disguise. Surprise, he's a demon captain.
ソフィア、こいつらを殺せ。
Back at the elf village, Patimus plays his last card.
前期稼働。前期ですか。さすがに過剰戦力では。
Makos. In a fantasy world, the elves were hiding mechas the whole time. Patimus's remote body crashes in, and he's not here to negotiate.
待て。愛にしろ。放て。
He goes straight for Shun. Anna doesn't think, she just moves.
ダメシレイ様
She takes the hit, drops without a word. Sophia's done talking. Across the battlefield, Kumoko and the Demon King finally lock eyes. Two apex monsters, one doomed world. They cut a deal.
気を取り直して
And that's the story so far. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.